Well, thank you guys for talking with me today about Upload. I've seen the
Thanks
whole
for talking.
season and I enjoyed it. So congratulations on another one.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Russ.
Now I have to start with the big question. The season ends on probably what is one of the biggest cliffhangers the show has done yet. What was going through everyone's mind when they both read that and then when you had to bring it to life?
Oh, this is some bullshit. This is some absolute bullshit. That's what
Yeah,
I
which
thought.
one? Who's alive? Who's alive? They're like,
Yeah.
we don't know.
So does
I'm
anyone
like,
know?
do you actually not know, or are you just not telling us? They're like,
Yeah. No hints, no clues, nothing. Just left us in the dark. It's disrespectful.
I think from a practicality standpoint, I was like, oh man, I mean, yeah, this makes sense because how can Robbie keep doing consecutive seasons of two of him and not get like triple billing? I don't know. Like it we couldn't just go on that, or he couldn't. I'm speaking for him. I was tired looking at him, you know? And then there was the episode where there was the threat of a third, and I'm like, this is
oh my
nuts.
god.
They just keep
when
adding
I first started
more.
reading that, when it was like she starts to upload them again, I'm like, whoa, hold on a
You
second.
guys, I need to sleep.
This could have been like Orphan Black. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that show, but
For sure.
now a
Oh,
loaded
man.
question. If you guys could choose which Nathan was surviving, which would you choose?
Okay, I have a bit of a selfish answer, but it also makes sense, I think, for the plot. I have more fun playing old Nathan because he's a little goofier and weirder. Um, but I also think it makes sense that the show was built on, like, season one was very much Nathan and Nora. Will they get together? Is it going to work? Does it happen? And if you kill the Nathan that finally got with Nora, and now the only Nathan left is with Ingrid, but obviously still has feelings for Nora, but is getting married, and now Ingrid and Nora are friends. Like, Ingrid's gonna pull some crazy shit and be like, maid of honor. So I think that one makes more sense to me, but I will preface this with, at the end of the day, I do not know the answer to this question. The writers played it very close to the chest, and they are much more talented than I am at making these plots and storylines and any thoughts on the scripts at all. So whatever they choose will be the right choice.
I'll just say I want backup to still be around so that Ingrid can have her wedding, so that I can wear 17 different avatar wedding dresses. That's all.
You're
That's
setting
it.
yourself up for failure with this one. This is going to be heartbreak. You know it.
Okay,
What about
12
you?
wedding dresses. I'll take 5 wedding dresses. I mean, we can bargain, we can negotiate.
What about you, Andy? Which one are you choosing? I think I probably know the answer, but
Oh. Okay, let's see. I mean, of course, selfishly for Nora, it's like her Nathan, the old Nathan to survive. And, I mean, new Nathan is code. I
Nathan
mean,
doesn't count.
I mean, I mean,
He
sorry.
counts. Take what I can get.
And for Nora to, like, for them to just finally have a chance. I think that's the thing. The hopeless romantic in me is like, just give her a chance. But the for story, with what Robbie was saying, totally, of course, the other new Nathan should be the one that survives, just so then Nora, that and Ingrid can kind of figure out who's gonna get the get the guy.
Are you guys confident in a season 4 pickup? Oh,
I think
I
so.
wish we made the
do.
decisions.
I have
Yeah.
no
true.
power at all, but yes, I'm manifesting it. I'm putting it out in the universe. It's
And that's how it
happening.
happens. Now, because of
Yeah.
her, it's happening.
Don't
You're
tell her
welcome,
that.
guys.
Oh my God. Her head is already, just don't say things
My
like
work
that.
is done.
Now, for each of you throughout all of season 3, what would you say is your personal favorite moment for your characters?
Ooh.
I have a tie, and I think for me as the actor, my favorite moments were the moments that I was playing Ingrid. That
those were
was
good.
a blast. That was a blast. Oh my gosh. So maybe
It was a blast
that's
to watch too. It was fun to
Those
watch.
were really fun. I didn't watch the season with them. We normally watch the season as a cast, and I was away, and I watched it week by week with friends, and we were all dying at the Nora Ingrid scenes. Those were such a treat to watch.
So silly.
Yeah.
So good.
I have two favorite scenes. One of them is actually I didn't think it was going to be such a fun scene, but one of them is the drunk scene with Ingrid. We had so much fun shooting that, and it was so silly and weird. But the other one was actually the cow scene with Andy, and then us, because it's the first time we fight, and it's such a weird thing, and the visual effects turned out so great. And then we it's the first time our characters are actually like have this real world. Maybe this isn't that great a relationship, and then of course we figure it out, and the love is there. But like, it was such a weird day of filming, and I look back on it really fondly, even though the yogurt was disgusting and smelled, and like at the time it may not have been that great, but watching the scene I was like, oh, this is kind of a weird special scene that I'll remember for a long time.
Yeah, I have two answers too. One of them is definitely drunk Ingrid, because I think drunk Ingrid is actually sober Allegra, in a way. But then from a just storytelling perspective, I love the opportunity for them to sit next to each other and not talk about anything other than how they feel insecure about themselves, which was really poignant and kind of sweet, and it made me just happy in that moment. But then the other one that I really loved and is weird was just like sitting across from Robbie, eating burgers that would disappear and reappear, wearing a blonde Princess Diana Nora wig with lizards in your pockets, and choosing to say, I'm sitting in my bathtub, I'm eating a granola bar. And to have that all make sense story-wise, from a like, oh, how sweet, she's being honest, she's like trying to confess, but all that other crap around it, like a cartoon, like all these other bells and whistles, but at the core of the scene is just, I'm gonna confess to you again and see where the chips fall. I'm in my bathtub. Was just so chef's kiss. Like, that's the show.
That's such a Greg Daniels special, where you're like, you have 9 million things going on, but then you're like, oh man, that was a really good scene.
That was honest. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Now, Robbie, I have one last quick question for you. I wanted to ask, your upcoming film, Code 8 Part 2, just got a new trailer. Can you tease anything else about what the sequel might have for fans and how it might differ from the first?
Oh man, I'm super proud of the first movie. We crowdfunded a bunch of money. We made it. We owned it. It was friends and family. The second movie is bigger and badder, and Netflix really came to the table. They were like, we want you to do this the same way you did the first one, and they let us really control making it with friends and family. It is so awesome. I'm so excited for people to see it. The trailer, so what dropped was just the teaser. The trailer will be dropping in the not too distant future, and it's going to be coming out on Netflix worldwide in 2024, in the earlier part of 2024.
Well, I'm excited for that. And again, thank you guys
you.
for talking with me. And you guys were all fantastic in Upload. And I hope that we get a season 4. I mean, because of Andy, we will. But, still
Yeah.
All right, well,
Thanks,
thank you guys.
Russ.